Conji. We hope you enjoyed the show. Raise those glow sticks high and let's get all our idols back on stage for our final number.
Testing. Hey, one more big round for our halftime Angel Heart. Thank you, ladies. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, so this is the part of the show where Tadao has to stall. There we go. All right, so anyway, the actual thing I have to say hi, and I hope you guys are having a good time tonight. I hope you guys have had a great anime, Conji. You have no idea, I had to step outside like a few minutes ago. There was this trail of green caterpillars. And I realized, oh my God, it's all these people trying to pretend to be Irish. They're all wearing bright green, going like, blah, blah, blah. And they're already been drinking, because you can see the caterpillar was just like waving as we go along. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Tadao Tomomatsu. I am an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm the only guy who's not Japanese enough for Pearl Harbor. Seriously, I auditioned for Pearl Harbor and they told me I wasn't Japanese enough. Wow. Both parents from Japan, purebred Japanese, not Mike, nor... Great lads, what gave it away that wasn't Japanese enough for the role? That's what I want to know. Let's see, I was born in Texas. Took me about 4 years to get rid of this accent. Went back to Japan, started going, Konnichiwa, watashi wa Tadao Tomomatsu desu, genki y'all. And then I suddenly passed out, and then my relatives were like, it was funny Tadao, you started with a funny accent, and your mother's purse came in. She was 3 miles away, and the purse came in through the door, took off shoes, went around the couch, on the table, and smacked you on the forehead in the head. And I actually remember this because there's a reverse Gucci label on my forehead. Boy, talk about pitching arms. Let's see what else is there to say. Oh, for those of you, I want to say thank you all very much for having me around, and I really enjoyed Conji. The weather, yeah, San Diego. My parents live in San Diego now, which means they're thankful that they actually can get me down here every once in a while to say hi to them when I get a chance. Let's see, how many people remember this odd little thing in Japan recently? Earthquake, Fukushima, crazes. I know, it's a little weird. Now, I only say this because I'm considering you guys part of my family, so I get to tell family stories. You guys are in trouble. So about 3 weeks after the whole craziness of the shake, rattle, roll, and the things that are going on, Mom and Dad asked me down here, and I went, okay, so what's up? I said, well, the family wants to talk to you. So they all like gathered up at 3 different houses, called in, and I said, who wants to talk to me? The kids. my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, cousinettes, and I was going, oh great. And it was like, I'm on the phone, I'm like, okay, what are they going to tell me? I said, Uncle Tadao. I said, yes, it was horrible. What are you talking about? It's all this shaking and shaky all over the place, and then all the electricity is going out, and the worst part of it all, after 4 days, we ran out of power on the Game Boys and the PSPs. We had to talk to the family. Then the parents jumped going, Tadao, this is your sense of humor they are talking about. We had to talk to them for the next 4 days. They kept talking in crazy American. I said, okay, fine. Wait, I only met them when they were 2. Okay, it's my fault. Apparently I have a big influence on it. The problem is that I don't really speak Japanese. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but born in Texas, I'm not going to get hit in the head every time I do that. I'm not going to go to speak Japanese for a while. So the crazy thing is that I have to find a way to reach out to my family, to the nieces, the nephews, and those. So I was thinking, what is possible? And I started going, hey, they like cartoons. They say, something like, hey, boo, why don't we go steal a few yellow picnic baskets, hey? But Yogi, that wouldn't be very fair to the ranger and the rest of the park. Then I realized they don't understand English. Okay, hey, boo-boo-san, ikimashou, tabetemasu yellow picnic baskets, hey? Raki, tabetemasu sushi desu. Although I was told never ever to go up to the little ones again going, I'll get you next time, catch it, next time. Some reason they're a little scared of me now. Although it is a great thing to realize, I'm like the last Vulcan of the world. I can go up to women in a bar and start going, hey, you want to help me restart the Japanese population? Hey, you want to date a guy who doesn't glow in the dark? I know it's horrible, but this is what my family's telling me. You have to also understand, all the kids, they want to get the kids out of Japan for a while, the radiation thing and all that. But the really worst thing is, I have an uncle up in Northern California, and then I have my parents down here, and I've got like 28 nieces and nephews, ranging from 5, 6, all the way up to about 15, 17, everything in between. They all run from goth to, well, I guess it's the Pony Princess Sailor Moon thing. I'm not sure, I kind of got lost. But here's the problem, it's like, it was easy. We're going, okay, they'll stay with Uncle Yoshi, they might come down and see Mom and Dad, but they're old, they don't want to do it. All of a sudden, all the kids in one shot say, we want to live with Uncle Tadao. I live in a really small apartment. Why do they want to live with me? Because Uncle Tadao is an actor. Okay. Uncle Tadao lives in Los Angeles. Okay. And he's only an hour away from Disneyland. Crap. All right. So if anyone works for Disney, I need to talk to you later about getting some annual passes. If you've ever seen me at a convention, you realize I move at the speed of light. I can be in 7 places at once. Imagine that multiplied by 28 kids. I will only be able to catch 3 of them at a time. And they will be faster than me. But the good news, according to the parents, is I'll be able to find them in the dark. Yes, this sense of humor apparently is my fault as far as things go. Okay, so points of reference, let's see. How many people have ever seen the TV show Heroes? Heroes? Okay. I have to say, I was the Japanese guy in the film. No, I'm the other Japanese guy. Okay, second episode, Hiro Nakamura teleports himself from Japan to New York, finds a dead body of the cartoonist. The police arrest him, they can't understand a word he says, and they bring in the Japanese translating police detective. Like I said before, I don't speak Japanese. Yet, as an actor, I managed to convince an entire production company and Universal Studios and NBC that I can speak Japanese. Here's a hint. When you look at that episode, you'll notice that little notebook in my hand never leaves my hand. I wrote everything phonetically down in that book. It doesn't matter. A nuclear explosion could not get this book out of my hand. Oh, drat, there was a nuclear explosion. Damn. I have to know. So this is the side stories that no one else has really heard. This is some of you guys said new stories. I'll tell you this sushi story later, and I'll tell you the cat crowing story later. In that order. Anyway, so I'm going around, I have to be NYPD detective, and I'm apparently some sort of sergeant lieutenant. Apparently I work for the SWAT team. This is the stuff you won't find out in real life. Because there's Richard Jimenez. He's 6'9". He's worked in soap operas. He always plays cops. They're all the other cops. They're all carrying Glocks. I know if you're not a gun person, but basically it's an automatic. I have to go open my jacket, pull out my notebook, and then start taking notes. In the middle of the scene, as I'm starting, all right, let me get my notebook, pull it out. The camera guys and girls going, wait. I said, what? What's going on? How come Tadau's got the Colt 45 SWAT automatic and all these other guys got these little 9mm? Richard bends down, pulls over my jacket, and he looks over at his jacket. Yeah, you got the biggest gun on the set and I've got the smallest. What's going on? I said, Richard, sometimes size does matter. And I ran. Everyone, there's this outtake film of this poor Japanese guy running away from 15 cops, all chasing after him off the set. And it's really scary. So on the day we were shooting this was the day, if you remember the scene, the artist gets killed by Siler, who's also Spock. Yes. This makes mind melds really interesting in my world. You know, it's like, our mind ears, ooh, how tasty. I'm like, ooh. That's so scary. So anyway, we're doing this scene. We're actually waiting on the side, and the cheerleader, Hayden, thank you. She shows up. Yes, she is that cute.